Hello coders, in this video we will solve a question which we solved yesterday, but this time we will solve it using BFS. Let's go to the question, and this time my screen is here, so I'll look at here. So this is the question. So question is number of provisions, and provisions means we saw yesterday that it is a number of group which are connected, like if A is directly connected to B and B is directly connected to C, then A is indirectly connected to C, that we can go from point A to point C if though they are not directly connected but they are in the same group and we have a path. So we need to find the number of such proviances. Like we can say it is a number of graphs in not connected graphs. The graphs which three dots also graph which called as not which are unconnected graph, and that's what we are doing here. Key number of proviances we are finding, that is number of graphs in the graph we are finding, and we found it using DFS yesterday, and today we will see how we can find it using DFS. Basically you need to just keep in mind that DFS is basically we take one node and we go to that node, then again to if that node is connected to someone, then we take those nodes and we go to there. Likewise we do not care about how many nodes are there, like how many neighbor nodes are there for the current node. We just visit to the first node, then we go to that nodes neighbor nodes, and then again we repeat the same thing. But in BFS, what we do ki we care about how many nodes are there first, which are there they are connected. Like it is called as a level wise, basically a node which are connected to other nodes. We first look at those nodes, then while looking at those nodes we will store the nodes which are neighbor nodes of those nodes, and then in next level we will take look at them, that which are the nodes which we have connected from those nodes. That is BFS, that is a level wise search. And we solve this question using DFN, now we will solve it using BFS. Now let's see. Yeah, here let take this example, that is 1 2 3, or we can just code it, and while coding I will tell. Okay, let take we solve it using DFS, right? And we have that code. Let's take that code and we just write a BFS function where we wrote the DFS function. Oh, this was the question, like this was the solution for this. It is not loading fast. Let me change the network. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I already got that. He accepted like this one which we solved yesterday using DFS. We will take this as it is, and this function will write BFS function here. And okay, the code will be the same. And first, what we did yesterday is we took all the nodes. We took all the nodes, like number of nodes. Then we create its adjacency list. First, it was the sparse matrix. We converted the sparse matrix to the adjacency list graph format. Basically, it is a representation of graph. In sparse matrix also we can represent it, and in adjacency list also we can represent it. Here we had in sparse matrix, and we converted it to adjacency list like this here. And then we took a visited vector, and we started visiting all the vector, or we started to find how many proviances are there. We took a node like this. I basically means a node here, and then we see if we have visited it, if we previously in any province. If we not, then it must be starting of new province, or it is the starting of the new province, and we started it using DFS, but this time we will start it using BFS, and then we will increase the count when it will cover all the nodes which are connected to that nodes, about neighbor nodes, and everyone that from that node we can reach to any node from there. And when we complete it, then we'll say ki, yeah, I found it one province, and likewise we'll found the province and we'll increase the count, and then we will return the count. So write the BFS function for this. For the BFS function, we require q of int here, called node in form of int, and whenever we enter node, or we can say when we push node in that queue, that time we will mark it as visited. So we'll mark it as visited the current node. Okay, I need to first push that current node in the queue. Q dot push current node. Okay, it's visited. Current node. I push that node in the queue, and now I visited that node. Basically, I will assume that I have visited that node whenever I am pushing that node in my queue. That is the BFS rule. Okay, and I you can take it as a rule because it always works. Q dot push current node and then visited current node is equals to 1, while my queue isn't empty. Actually, this is the format of BFS, that like take a queue and then, first basically what we do here using queue. Queue basically a data structure which pop out the data which we were entered first. So now what and BFS idea is what whichever the nodes are there first that visited. Like example, we take a node and we took its neighbor node, and we need to first visit those neighborhood only. Not it's not like we took a node, we visited its first neighbor, not the second, third, fourth. Like how many nodes are how which no matter how many neighbors connected to that, and we are just visiting its first one, then again going to the neighbor of that one. Not like this. What's the BFS idea here? We take a node and we visit the all neighbor nodes, and all neighbor nodes are like first come first serve, right? Like all neighbor nodes of the first node, then the neighbor nodes of the neighbors nodes. So basically, to take a level wise, we need to take a queue here. I think you understood, and that's the idea. And while the queue isn't empty, what we will do is we'll take current, or we can just update that current node. Current node is equals to q dot front and q dot pop. Now we will visit all its neighbor nodes. So we'll say key NEIV neighbor node from that current node, adjacent current node, and if it isn't visited, then only push it in the queue. Visited NEIV node, then push it in the queue. Q dot push that neighbor node NEIV node, and visit whenever what I said ki whenever we push the node in the queue, we mark it as visited. So when I push the neighbor node in the queue, I will mark it as visited. And after all these things, okay, this is the BFS through which we will visit all the nodes which are connected to the nodes. And yeah, just run it. I hope we didn't did any silly mistake here, but the network is slow. Okay, now I will submit it, and it is got accepted. And yeah, so basically we solved it using BFS. And how much the time complexity it will need? It will need time complexity this big of n and then again n. So it is just basically big of n square, and that is the highest time complexity. Cause here also we are just iterating this n time. Though we are going for the BFS, here also we are just visiting it. And here also, though if we can visit the node again and again, and as we are just not entering that node in the queue, but we are visiting. No, it's not like this. We took the node, we went here, we mark it as visited, and we are doing this only if it isn't visited. So it will take big of n time, and the time complexity for this will be this only, because this is the highest one, which is big of n square. So the time complexity for this is big of n square, and the space complexity for this will be big of n. Why? Because we took the node, or we can say the big of n square, because we are making adjacency list. And what if all nodes are, it is a fully connected graph, every node is connected to everyone. Likewise, if it is like this, then we will have all nodes. So space complexity also can go till big of n cross n, that is n square. And yeah, that was the first, today's approach of this question. And we'll meet in next video. Till then, bye bye. Let me do this first. Bye.